race. I think I'll choose start this time. Maybe a race later. Alright, welcome back to Session 2 of Death's Door. Had a really nice time with this game yesterday. I'm looking forward to the next path that we uncover. I'm not sure why I'm here, because I don't have enough to level, so I should probably just go back through the door I came out of. I think I may have just come here to end the episode, or the session. As I recall, we were sort of navigating that dungeon area. And I ended up coming out of a door that I didn't mean to come out of, and then I was just sort of here. So I think I uncovered another shortcut, and then I was like, okay, time to do something else. Right, so we're going to go back into the dungeon and hopefully figure out where in that very sprawling path I needed to go next. Ah, this is probably the door I should have used. Ultimately, we've got to find the Frog King. We've got all kinds of beetles and wizards to fight through, and I do have a key, actually. So if I can get myself down to there... Oh, I can't because there's a wall. I was hoping maybe that fragrant branch of yore might somehow help me with those walls, but I guess it's the other way around. Hi, Laura. I may have to just poke around some of these rooms for a minute. Oh, these are the guys that go away. Oh, the Hammer Room. The Richard Hammer Room. It's got these two boxes in front of it as if you can somehow use them. And I couldn't really see a way to get in from above. Yeah, I did the same thing yesterday, and then I went through here, and then this is how I ended up going out of that door, ultimately. Music's very nice. It almost sounds like something out of Naruto. Oh. I can shoot that plant. But I have to be on the other side of this wall first? A little gap. Maybe I can climb... No. That plant seems to be able to see me through the floor. Can I shoot over this wall? I don't think so. No. I have to find a way to come out somewhere else. How did I progress last time? Because I came through here. There's no fire to light the bonfire yet. Promise to make this VOD extra juicy. Can I make it extra thick? I don't really know what I would do with that term, but I'll see. Yeah, if only birds could fly. The one thing a crow is missing, but I will get a grapple eventually, I believe. Okay, what walls do I have to break? I think I already broke all the walls in this area. Okay, what's through this door? I just have to go through doors until I find my way. Okay, yeah, I did all this. Oh, maybe this is how I got to that room? I mean, they're close to each other? No, I think this leads to the dead-end path. No, this is the beginning. What the heck? That's properly maze-like, I'll give them that. Oh, okay, there's a key door and I have a key. So this is something new. Also, where does this go? Where does this go? Oh, Frog King's domain. It'll all make sense eventually. I'm gonna go through the key door for now. Because this has to be good. Oh, it's an arena. With a knight. With a new type of enemy, apparently. Okay, not that hard, so I'm probably gonna have to fight like 50 of him. I feel like I'm traveling on a train in an anime when I hear this song. Oh god, I'm getting beat. That's not good to be this low health this fast in this fight. I think I can two-shot the spiders now, as of my last upgrade. I appreciate that all the enemies telegraph their attacks adequately. Okay, I thought that was going to be worse. It almost was. And there's a pot here. Oh, it's one of the souls I needed. Cool. The passages out of the dungeon are sealed, and the door back to the office has also somehow been sealed. We're trapped in here. Well, that's sad. Yes, the combat feels good. It feels very responsive. When you dodge, it's pretty much ready to go as long as the animation's there. And I'm using the daggers, so it is a faster attack even than the sword. But I have no complaints, it feels fine. Another way out. Where's this? I don't like that this dungeon keeps dropping me out into the overworld. Yeah, there's no reason for me to be out here. So I guess the reason for the key was, so I could get to the soul. But that means that this path is essentially not helping me be interconnected with the rest of it. I feel like these frog mouths are gonna open and I'm gonna go into them like doors. Oh, there's too many of them, so I guess not. Where is this? I don't remember ever seeing this room. Maybe I never went in here. Oh. Alright, well, good news, because what this confirms is the way forward will mean we get to break these walls. I'm pretty sure that's what the hammer is for. I don't know what the branch is for. That water's pretty. Must be so satisfying to make a nice water shader. Probably very difficult, though. Out for the peanut head. Ooh, he almost got me there. I'm just gonna have to just go in every room and kill all the enemies, and hopefully I'll make progress that way. I remember that moss mouth. Oh. I just didn't see that. I was so close to getting this soul, and then I just walked the other way. More night. So you got sulfur bombs? I should probably power up my magic, because I can't even kill a spider in one of those hits. Speed A. I'm taking so many hits off these guys. Not that hard, I just need to dodge. I guess another night? No, actually. They varied it up. There's still multiple other weapons. I wonder if that branch might be a weapon somehow. The Lord of Doors is losing the plot in their old age. How could they have let our doors malfunction like this? So I was thinking at first, the fact that all of these levels are sort of structured around there being a door that needs 4 souls to progress through, I was thinking that might be a bit monotonous, but then I realized, well, there's only 3 souls with those doors with the 4 souls inside of them. So, I mean, it can't be like that's the majority of the gameplay, right? I think after we get all of those souls, I'll be at like 50%, so then there's some other format that happens after that. Which is fine. I mean, that might be a bit of the, like, Dark Souls progression where we get to Anorlando and then, you know, the Lord Vessel happens and then that's a different thing. Oh, I remember this spot. Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to light all 3 of these at once as they go out. Anyway, that's just my way of saying if you're finding the structure of the game to be vaguely monotonous because we know what's going to happen next. You know, we're going to finish this area, beat a boss, go to another area, find another door, find 4 more souls, beat another boss, but then we don't know what happens next. That green torch is not accessible. I don't think we can use that. What if I stand on that little pedestal? Does that mean anything? No, it's not like it's a platform. Like, you can't light them by just passing over it. It has to actually be aimed at it. And the light only stays lit for a second. And the mushrooms there are... They're telling me that you're meant to use your firepower there. I'm confused by that. It feels like I'm missing something, like I can lock onto them. You know, some other attack happens that I can use. I like this game doesn't have health upgrades. It does, actually. Yeah, so that's what the crystal shards are. There's these big ol', like, giant frog-looking statues. They're not frogs, really. They're just some kind of statue. And each time you find one of those, you find 1/4 of a health upgrade. So I've not actually gotten any yet. But they are there. They're just infrequent. Maybe there's only 2 or 3 of them in the whole game, I don't know. I also think that they're backloaded, so that way you need to get a bunch of abilities before you can actually have access to them. There's probably a lot of backtracking that's going to happen later that will lead me to getting those health upgrades in more rapid succession. Is there actually a way to somehow access all of these areas quickly? I guess that's the puzzle, isn't it? Like, if I shoot one here, then I go up the branch, and then I shoot the next one, then drop down. That's all you had to do. I just didn't think I could do that fast enough, so it didn't seem possible to me. Well, alright. Oh, hey, look who it is. I told you already, Crooked Crow. You're out of luck if you think you'll be dethroning me. King of the Swamp, that's what they call me. Since I took charge, the swamp has been cleaned up, and now life thrives on the water. Those forest children and their mother were simply standing in the way of progress. It was nothing personnel, kid. I'm just adapting to the world as you and the lords have made it. Have you seen what it's like out there? It's a mess, a wasteland. Barely any new souls come into the world these days since your commission plugged up the system. Good job on that, Crooked Crow. That's a good question. Hey, Demon Stress Relief. Asks, have you found any good scenes that would make for a great wallpaper like the benches from Hollow Knight. I mean, the spot where you talk to the old crow and then it shows you, like, the Death's Door title card. I really like the visuals of that. Being that the framing is, you know, 3/4 down, it doesn't really lend to as many really beautiful, like, Breath of the Wild kind of shots. But I do believe the world is very pretty, though. It's just, you don't get to see large bits of it at once. The other thing is it uses sort of a heavy tilt shift. So it's got, like, a focal point. Oh, that was dumb. I rolled into the water. Keeps the focal point in the center and then sort of blurs out what's away from you, far away, and in the foreground. And that tends to make things look a little bit crisper around the focal point of the character. But it doesn't lend as nicely for, you know, large-scale photography as much. So I guess that's my complicated way of saying I can't think of a lot of really great shots, but there probably are a few of them. Oh no, I thought I just had another hit on the combo of death. Unfortunate. Now I have to remember how I got there. I'm gonna say it was through here. I think this is it. Oh, not this way. I could just whack one of those root creatures and then knock them all out with the bomb. Yeah, okay. It's weirdly sprawling, but also compact at the same time. I didn't really have to go very far to get here, but I also did meander quite a bit. Alright, let's try that again. Oh! Bomb, right. Oh my god, and the hammer too. What are you doing? Thought it would auto-lock a little there. We got archers. How could they possibly be archers with any seriousness if they take that long to fire a shot? Oh, 2 of these guys now. 3 of them now. Oh my god, this is going to be rough because they're all going to throw bombs. There's been a bit of, like, curiosity about if I'm actually so into the game or what, but I feel like it's funny because there's so many positive reviews coming out about it right now. So I guess I'm just kind of curious if there are people out there who were not as into this. Like, what were your points about that criticism? Stuck to rot for eternity in a dungeon. There's nothing down here but grime, filth, and little frogs. Well, the little frogs part sounds okay. I'm gonna go back for a second and go grab that plant. I would like to have a 5th hit. Or even was that? This way? Yeah. Gameplay looks generic and the aesthetic, while nice, a bit plain. Yeah, I don't get that at all. I guess that sort of is informed by what references you bring to it. Like, I can't quite get my head around how this could look plain. But maybe don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, if you come at this from the perspective of something that you really aspire to graphically, something needs to look a certain way, but this sort of looks like flat-shaded kind of Unity kind of feeling, but I don't really see that either, though. I'm just saying, like, aspirationally, maybe that's where that could come from. Kind of spitballing. I guess at some level it looks a little bit like Torchlight. It's got that sort of World of Warcraft cartoony fantasy style to it, which I really like, actually. But I know not everybody does. So if it's just not your cup on tea, then maybe that could be it. Oh, we gotta break through that wall. Alright, so we gotta hit him. That should open that up, and now we can hit these three. I don't know why I decided now it's you have to hit them to pick them up. Never had to do that before. Okay, progress. And that also is a shortcut, so however this connects, maybe I can go the other way now. Okay, what room is this? This is the hammer room? It's the hammer room. Okay, how do I get to the hammer, though? The hammer room is lovely, but I'd like to not have to deal with these little ticks everywhere. Or whatever they are. I don't like them, they're gross. Like a coconut with legs, but a bad coconut. Lacks detail, the environment looks like something generic out of an asset store. Easily usable for many projects. Lacks a certain something for me that gives it character. Yeah, I guess that's what I meant, what I was trying to say before was that reference, whatever it is that you see in this that looks like it doesn't have character. Like, I've seen a lot of generic-looking games. I don't relate that this looks generic. But then I'm trying to, like, tease apart what about it gives it that character to me. I mean, there are a lot of sort of generic-looking fantasy things happening here, if we're being honest. But it somehow seems to add up to more than the sum of its parts in my mind. And I guess it just doesn't do that for you. By the way, I'm not trying to be dismissive of your opinion or anything. I'm just coming at it from my perspective. Why didn't I break that? Oh. I don't think this dungeon looks as nice as the rest of the game, is the other thing. I don't think this looks bad either, but it doesn't look as, you know, visually interesting. I don't think they did anything wrong in here. It's just, it doesn't have quite the character of some of the other areas. It doesn't feel like it stands out as much. The aesthetic is dark, probably for the Souls-like genre, but I like the flowers and other hopeful pieces. I mean, the cemetery was a bit dark, and I don't know if I feel like the rest of it has been dark. Where's the last soul at? What was down here? I think I went this way already. It's really interesting because there's so much of like a labyrinth of references in your own mind that you have to kind of subvert, and I'm completely guilty of this myself. You have to get ahead of your own biases sometimes to be able to look at stuff and actually see what's in front of you. And I feel like sometimes, like, I'm looking at this and I'm going, well, it seems so magical to me. Why are they saying it looks generic? And I'm like, I don't really get it. But then, now I'm thinking about it more critically. I'm like, yeah, I guess the things I'm looking at aren't individually all that amazing, but it still looks nice. Like, in this whole room, the thing that stands out the most is that frog statue, because it's, you know, relevant to this area, to the lore. The intaglio on the door frame is certainly nice looking. The little frog ball statue, that's great. I really like those. But then if you just look at it, like, over here, say if you just frame this spot minus the couple of frogs in that, like over here or something, kind of just looks like we could be in Torchlight. But I also like that aesthetic, so to me it doesn't stand out as being something to be critical about. Anyway, this is my long-winded way of saying that I understand where you're coming from now a bit more than I did a second ago. Yeah, we don't want to go this way. This leaves. I guess that's what the... It's so stupid to say this, but, like, that's what the sign was saying. They're saying this goes out of the dungeon. I just don't know why the dungeon has so many entrances and stuff. You know what I really like visually is this colored shadow. It's got a very dark forest green swath to the shadow. It feels like the light bounces a bit. There's some radiance to it. And that gives the game a bit more of a feeling of depth to me. Pair that up with some of the other visual effects, like the volumetric quality to the particles in the air, the tilt shifting I talked about with the blurring to kind of focus you on the foreground or the center point of the situation. A lesser aesthetically inclined game probably wouldn't employ all of those things quite so skillfully. There's also some motion to the shot. I mean, there's not to say that there couldn't be more, but if you look at it, like, the fire's moving, the plants are all moving, the particles in the air are moving. I can't tell if there's a slight noise effect, perhaps. The light in my room is a little too bright to tell. There might be a vague noise filter going on over everything, too. I have to read, actually, like, about what the thought process behind using noise is in sort of a general practice format. Like, what are the reasons that you want to employ a noise filter other than it's creepy, spooky town? Obviously, in Spooky Town, we use noise filter. Thanks very much, WonderChef14, for the Nintendo 64 months. Much appreciated. Oh, it looks like we might have found our last soul as well. So that's good news. It just never went in this room, I guess. Type in chat, please, if you don't mind. Thank you to WonderChef14 for 64 months. Sometimes noise helps with rubber banding in gradients. I see. I see I see noise filters used a lot. So it's interesting to think about, you know, the reasons for it. Because if you're coming at this from, like, a perspective of, here are all the tools I could use. You know, I've got a hammer, I've got a screwdriver, I've got a wrench. Why do you reach for the wrench in this particular case? The wrench being the noise filter. It's not as simple as, well, I have a nut, I have a screw, I have a nail. You know? It's like, you have to get into human psychology a little bit sometimes because these effects are sort of subtle. And you're trying to get at something that's deep below the surface about what you're trying to elicit or what you're trying to complement. And if the answer is as simple as, well, it helps with rubber banding and gradients, it's kind of interesting to think about. There is, like, an actual nut that you're responding to in a way. Hey, Rex. Subtle noise filter give otherwise flat environments more character. Yeah, it might be just as simple as that. Locked in a grimy dungeon, not the way I wanted to go. We were just talking about you before, because somebody said in chat that it's nice that we're friends, and I said that is nice. And I hope that we can spend more time together one day. Thanks for coming by. I'm very surprised you weren't playing this yesterday, actually. I think it's very good. We were trying to kind of piece together visual references about this game. Because I was saying that I find it really quite striking looking, but upon further reflection, maybe this dungeon in particular isn't quite as nice as some of the other areas we were in. But it didn't really dawn on me until we thought about it more, or since I went through some of the individual pieces to that. And then I was kind of taking apart, like, all of the elements that make up this scene. And I really think a lot of it is that tilt-shift blur. And look at the base of the statue behind me, or whatever this pedestal is with the light on it. The very base of that and the whole floor behind it, since we're elevated off that ground, it's kind of obscured in blur, which really makes the foreground pop a bit more. And then you pair that up with the volumetric particles in the air, and then the colored lighting. I don't know, I think that those elements with the specularity, see the green reflection off the side of the door, that kind of stuff really makes you key into some of the visual references a bit more. You really start to look at it and go, oh, there's something going on here. There's some artistry going on. Be wary, Living Reaper. I also am just a sucker for cool-looking doors. Look how glowy that is. So pretty. But I do think you're right, though, that dungeon is maybe one of the lesser interesting visual areas. But I think the rest of it is all really pretty. It's like saying that's a 7 and the rest of it's a 9. It's not like it's bad. Is this gonna be another mimic? Yeah, okay, so this has happened now a couple of times. That was clever the first time, but I don't know that you can get away with that as a sort of a convention. We have to fight Avarice again. Avarice, by the way, is slam, slam, spit, and then you shoot, if you didn't remember. Oh, there's torches for the waves again. Okay. We're gonna go take out these turrets first. You know, they could make a Plants vs. Zombies game out of this. Oh, I didn't realize. I was right behind the lighting thing. Fraser Crane? I always want to call it Brazier, which is... that's not that. It's Chester! Oh, I've gotten hammered again. Thanks very much, Chester, for the 57 months. Welcome back yet again to the quarry. We're happy to have you. This music's so jaunty. I need to play through Titan Souls again. Oh, I thought you were dead, but you're an extra hard archer. Oh, it's this guy with the explosion poison gas. He slams when you get close. Oh, lots of spiders. Okay, this area is very scary now. I'm guessing they don't take... oh, they do take friendly damage off the grenade. I didn't expect that. I don't know why I didn't expect that, because they take friendly damage for most things. Okay, play careful. Oh, we got another wave. I don't know why I thought it was at the end. Oh, this is a new enemy. Oh boy, this is many projectiles happening now. Oh, crap. Oh god, there's a lot. There's a lot. That's 2 down. 3 to go, I believe. Oh yeah, you're gonna stand right in the middle of all that green. 2 more. Whoa! I assume the bolt can hit you before it explodes, too? Well, I knocked him off the screen anyway. Cool. That was kind of closer than I would have liked. Now give me treasure, please. Oh, there he is. What a royal-looking crow. A gift to a fellow crow to aid you on your quest. You'd think that the death, like, corporation that I seem to work for, whatever the organization is, that they would offer me any support at all. But they're basically like, screw you, buddy, you're on your own. So we got the bomb spell. That's great news, so we can finally break through all of those rock walls that I couldn't break before. I think that means I can break these all at once now. How do I bomb? Like that. Cool. Oh, they hurt me as well. Okay, I have to keep that in mind. And I'm out of magic spell. Oh, soul box. And a journal. This appears to be a Reaper's abandoned logbook. A concerning seismic event has been recorded in the region surrounding Death's Door. We've been ordered to seal all doors and close all open assignments in the region. There are many Reapers still active there, but these orders are from way above, so I'm not going to question them. Still, I have to ask myself, what happened to the crows who are still out there? Oh, hey. It's Lynn Mack. I remember you. We've chatted a couple of times now. I was just gonna say, I hope you've given me some reason to be able to leave this area. Thanks for the 94 months, Lynn Mack. It's good to see you. The joke, if you're not aware, by the way, is Lynn is my fiance. What is this? We're gonna go... Is this like an older part? Oh, I thought that was a camera. It's an older part of the organization that we didn't have access to, but I think it's now linked up to an area I did have access to. Yeah, we read these before. Okay, that's why these are lit already. You've been all over the place, haven't you? Your doors are everywhere. A little bird told me you even ended up in the big boss's office at one point. What a strange thing. Oh yeah, the guy with a lock for a face brought me in for a little scolding, kind of. Well, no, he applauded me and then kicked me out. I wonder if someone tampered with your door. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. An old crow who may have been me hit me in the head and told me to do work. It's not very nice. If you're gonna hit me in the head, don't make me do work afterward. There's like a phonograph in here? This appears to be a Reaper's abandoned logbook. The recent seismic event has sent upper management into a frenzy. Oh, the phonograph's gotta be a, one of those shinies to collect. Been ordered to scrub all mentions of it from records and close all active assignments in the region. I can't in good conscience let all those Reapers remain cut off from the commission and their homes. I'm going to try making my way into the vicinity to see if I can help them. If I make it back in one piece, I'll update my logs to indicate what I found. There are no more entries in the journal. I found a surveillance device. This looks like someone has been spying on the commission. That's a surveillance device? Okay. So are the new projectiles just straight upgrades over the previous ones? Well, I can't hurt myself with the fireball. Well, no, okay, they're not. They have different qualities about them. So the arrow you can shoot at the longest distance, and it's the same amount of damage. I think it doesn't matter from how far you shoot it. The fireball goes through enemies, but I think is like less damaging than maybe an arrow is. And the bomb is AoE in a small area and hurts you. So they also have different effects with what you can use them for in the environment. They're both combat aids and also useful in traversal. Oh, hey, one of these buddies showed up. Why are those there? I collected those. See, there's the compass. There's the magical forest horn. And now they're sitting on that table. What is this thing, and why does it just stare at me? So joyful, so carefree. I think it's supposed to be those little guys from Princess Mononoke, but you know, the ones that like turn their head, the forest spirits? It's kind of like this game's version of those. So annoying. Rude. Welcome to the Soul Vault. Cost 1,000. I guess I'll upgrade my magic this time. I feel like I neglect that. So I would like to now try and remember what it is that I can use bombs to help get through. Obviously, there's more stuff to do in the forest area. We're not done with that. I haven't fought the Frog King yet. But was there stuff in the graveyard? I'm gonna go to the estate of the Urn Witch while I try and remember.